I'll tell my mom's already gonna be here.
Herbs on the beat.
Hero with 8 seconds left for 3. Yes!
Welcome you guys back to another episode of The Heat Is On. This is episode number 18, and we are in way happier moods than we've been the last two videos. I'm JG Noise, and I'm here with my homie
Juicy J.
And wow, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The Heat are gonna win the finals again. We just beat the Detroit Pistons. Not much I could say there. Winning, every other team, watch out. The Heat are on a one-game winning streak. I've never felt more confident in this team. And, in all honesty, it's the Pistons. But you know what? After that game to Washington, I was actually scared when it was the second quarter. But you know what? We were in good hands tonight as Bamonte Adebayo and Scary Terry led us through the right path. There were also a few honorable mentions in there. We'll get you guys all caught up. I'm gonna give it to Juicy J. I know there's some people he wants to talk about first, but overall, positive vibes, positive mood, and what a great way to head into the weekend.
Yeah, great stuff here from the Heat. Beating the Pistons, obviously not that crazy, but we're going to take anything that we can and run with it because after what we just experienced, this is like winning the championship. All right, I'm going to talk about not really the key players. I'm just going to talk about some guys that had a big impact, and I'll leave the big boy to JG Noise. Caleb Martin, who had 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 18 points. This guy was hitting highlight after highlight, and one after and one, and he was hitting his free throws. He looked like one of our best three-point shooters out there, like beating the buzzer and everything. This guy was clutch and everything. Caleb Martin had an amazing game for us and was one of the key factors to us winning this game. Another guy that had a great game, Duncan Robinson, who had 4 threes and one of the best sequences I've ever seen from him. Made 3 threes in that one sequence and got a steal. Duncan Robinson had 16 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Great contribution. At one point, he did look like he was just throwing crap up, but he picked it up. I'll tell you that. Last player I'm going to talk about, Terry Rozier. Oh, my God. This is the point guard that we wanted. This is what we wanted when we said, give me Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier going out there, getting 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 18 points. He looked like incredible. He looked like Kyrie on the floor. His floaters were on point. His layups package was incredible. His shot was okay. 3-point shot, not there tonight. But you know what? If you could just get 18 points off of no threes, that's incredible. And someone who is now one of our best 3-point shooters, Bam Adebayo, I'm going to hand that off to JG Noise.
First quarter, 0 points and 2 rebounds for the big fella. Second quarter, explodes. I'll say that one more time. Explodes.
All right, bro.
I really think Bam's momentum definitely kept us in that game, which is embarrassing to say because it's Detroit, but it's the truth. Had it not been for Bam in that second quarter, I don't know where the game would have ended. So huge second quarter from Bam. He finished with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Also shot 70% from the field. And, before I continue talking about him, I just want to add, he's 100% shooter from 3 within the last 2 games.
Okay.
He is shooting 100% from 3-pointer within the last 2 games. That was always one thing that was holding Bam from being potentially the best center in the league. And he is developing that 3-point shot. I can't wait for him to continue developing it in the offseason. But let's focus on what he did tonight. I mean, defensively, he was a wall out there. I mean, I felt like I was watching Yao Ming, and offensively, I mean, what else can I say? Hits a three, hits a couple step back mid ranges, offensive rebounds were there. He wasn't gonna get done by Jalen Duren. He outshined him and did what he had to do to carry us to this lead, to this win. I mean, ever since those hate comments towards Bam came out, he's really turned up. And he's been there for us. Another guy I want to talk about really quickly is somebody we did not expect these last two games to do what he did. That's Thomas Bryant. And although the first performance was a 9-point loss, tonight's game, Juicy J, he had 11 points and 5 rebounds. Okay, that's not that much, yes, but when this is a backup center that doesn't play as many minutes, that doesn't get as much time on the court, it feels good to know that this guy is working on his game because, tell me if I'm wrong here, in the beginning of the year, he wasn't doing this. So
at all.
He's definitely working it out, and I'm so glad for him. And like Juicy J said, Terry Rozier, that third quarter was amazing. That third quarter really, really brought us there. It was the scary Terry quarter. And the question remains, though, when is playoff Jimmy going to get activated? We all thought it had happened. And, I mean, within the last 3 games, he's barely hit 15. So, he had 14 tonight with 2 steals.
Listen. I am not worried about Butler because Butler. If I think in the beginning of the game when he had 9 points in like the first quarter, I think he saw and realized after Bam started going off that this is Bam's game. And Bam started hitting some great shots down the stretch. And he realized, I don't have to be that aggressive right now. I could chill back, lay back, and watch my team beat the Pistons. I think that's what was going through Jimmy Butler's mind because we did not need him to score 30, obviously. We would have blown this team out by 500, but we did not need him to score 30 in this moment. And in the end of the day, that's what Jimmy does. He's always looking to see if he's needed to get the win and what he's needed to do. And he did hit some clutch shots in the fourth to keep them at bay. He did make his free throws for the most part. He went 5 for 6 in free throws. That's pretty good. And yeah, Jimmy Butler. Not expecting that much from a game like this, and I'm not expecting a lot from the next game either. I can predict another stat line like this from him. I'm saying from the Detroit game coming up next, but you never know. I've been wrong before about Jimmy Butler, and I don't know. Like I said before, I don't know. I shouldn't be expecting a lot from Jimmy every single night. You know how he is. He doesn't really like to be the scorer, but then he is, but then he's not. It's weird. It's Jimmy Butler. He'll show up. Don't worry. He'll have his time in the spotlight.
Well, let's worry about the positives. We got a win. We got out of the losing streak, and we are 7th in the East. Little by little, we're gonna move back up. There was a pregame interview, and they had asked Bam how he feels with the next 17 games. He says he believes this team can go 14-3. 3 losses max. And that feels good to hear from your captain. And as the aggressor of this team to finish this season. I would love to say that Jimmy's the aggressor, but I rather, like you said, come playoffs, that's his spot. Let's let Bam take us through. Let's let him take us there. And well, we got the Pistons Sunday. You're confident after a win like this. The Italian, I don't even know his name, Filimieko or something. What's his name actually? I forgot.
Fontecchino.
Yeah,
Simone
Fontecchio.
Fontecchino.
Fontecchio.
Fontecchio.
Yeah, the Italian Fontecchio. They just acquired him, and these 2 games that we played the Pistons, he's really been a pain in my. But I mean, not
A
much,
pain in my rear.
huh?
A pain in my rear.
On that note, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, who cares though? We were gonna let all these players have a great game. Let's have a great game ourselves, and we did just that. An all around performance by everybody. Everybody executed. Everybody did what they had to do, and job's not finished. 16 more games to go. This is just the Pistons. Let's get the easy W Sunday, and let's keep getting these easy Ws. Let's finish strong. I want us to finish 5th. But yeah, we're gonna keep it positive. Let's win the games we have to win, and let's make it to 5th in the East. That's what I hope for, and I know we could achieve that. I'm gonna give it to Juicy J. I know there's some more things he wants to add, and yeah, we'll see you guys Sunday.
Yeah, good stuff from the Heat. Really what we needed in this game. We needed a commanding, easy little victory there. And if we're looking at the next games heading up, we only got 17, or I think now 16 left. We got one more against the Pistons. Then we go into a little East rivalry match here against the Sixers, then the Cavs. Be nice to win those two just to knock them down a little bit and knock us up. And I kind of went over the Pistons game there because I know we're going to win. And let me tell you something right now. If we beat the Pistons 2 times in a row, I am taking that 2-game win streak and I am running all the way to Philadelphia and winning that game as well. Be nice to win that game. Very nice. And also the Cavs game. You'd be on a 4-game win streak. But I am getting a little too ahead of myself. We do have one of the easier schedules in the league left. We finish it off with 2 games against the Raptors that we will win. So it's good to know that you're going to finish off with 2 wins and start off this little last stint with 2 wins against the Pistons. And that's all I really have to say. I think the Heat need to keep playing this way. And if we're not this dominant, then we're not going to be winning games. And that's what happened against the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Wizards, the Mavericks, and all those horrible games that I would like to forget about. But overall, great game for Miami. We're going to keep it positive, and hopefully we stay on this win streak and stop losing games and get out of the 8th seed, because it will be very bad for my mental health if we continue to be in the play-in. But I think that's it. I don't know if JG Noise wants to say anything else.
Yeah, thank you to the Pistons for not ruining my birthday. And let's win Sunday. Agree with everything that Juicy J said. I believe this team could beat Philly and the Cavs. But it's one game at a time, and I'm going to stick with that mentality.
JG Noise, is your birthday today or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, sir.
I figured.
Do you have a problem? They made my... Okay, you know what? Thank you guys so much for...
No, I didn't even mean to say it like that. I said it like that, and then I heard you pause, and then I was like, "Damn, I think he thinks I'm mad."
No, I'm joking.
No, I know you're joking.
On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back here Sunday for Pistons post game number 2.
Episodio 18. We're coming close to number 20. That's where something big happens.
Oh yeah, something very big. Stay tuned for how big and how deep we're
stop.
episode number.
Stop.
Okay, thank you guys
Go
so much.
Heat.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Go Heat.